Hello everyone! 2 days ago I did a special video where I had to do 50 Disney facts in honor of my 50th video in 50 days. Now one of the facts on there was about the Liberty Belle Riverboat, and since then I've had several people who've written to me saying, I never knew this fact, and I told them, it's in my book! So what we're going to do today is I'm going to be reading 2.5 of the 9 pages about the Liberty Belle Riverboat from this attraction, while you guys get a look at some beautiful pictures, hopefully beautiful, of the Liberty Belle Riverboat. Let's do this! The Liberty Belle Riverboat attraction. The story. Set sail along the rivers of America, where you'll encounter wild animals, Native Americans, and even river pirates. History. As we discussed several times throughout this book, the idea of the Liberty Belle Riverboat is directly attributed to Walt Disney, as he dreamed of creating a park on the Disney Studio lot. Walt wanted to include a riverboat attraction which would be known as the Mississippi Steamboat. Similar to what guests now experience on the Liberty Belle Riverboat, the attraction would take guests on a journey along the Mississippi River. While the idea of a theme park on the Disney lot was never achieved, the idea remained and was fulfilled in Disneyland with the Mark Twain Riverboat. Even in the 1950s, when Disneyland first opened, it had already been about 50 years since the last steamboat was built in America. Therefore, Imagineers researched how a steamboat works. With Walt's excitement for the attraction, Imagineer Admiral Joe Fowler and his team created the attraction by fusing together the hull and deck. The boat was successfully built and opened in Disneyland on opening day. Due to Walt's love of the attraction, it was only natural for the Imagineers who were designing Walt Disney World to include a steamboat attraction that transports guests along the Mississippi River. This time around they decided not to name it after the popular American author, but instead after the man who oversaw the construction of the steamboat in both Disneyland and Magic Kingdom, Admiral Joe Fowler. The Admiral Joe Fowler opened on the second day the park was in operation, October 2nd, 1971, and became quite popular among guests. This resulted in the Magic Kingdom receiving a second ship on the rivers of America in 1973, in the form of the Richard F. Irvine, named after the Imagineer who oversaw the majority of the original construction of Walt Disney World. The two ships would run simultaneously for 7 years with no problems. In 1980, the Admiral Joe Fowler was damaged and it was decided it wouldn't be repaired, resulting in the Richard F. Irvine being the sole riverboat to circle the rivers of America. In 1996, Imagineers decided to rename the boat to fit with the land that housed it, and hence the Liberty Belle Riverboat received its name. The former names of the boats, however, did receive some recognition elsewhere on property. If you have ever traveled on the ferry boats between the Ticket and Transportation Center and Magic Kingdom, you may have noticed that 2 of the 3 boats found here are named the Richard F. Irvine and Admiral Joe Fowler. While the course the boat takes has remained the same since the attraction first opened, the narration on the attraction has changed slightly throughout the years due to the opening of other attractions. With the addition of places like Tom Sawyer's Island, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and Splash Mountain, the script changed to include these new locations, which helped add to the storyline. Despite all the name changes and narration additions, the Liberty Belle Riverboat has remained practically the same since it first opened on October 2nd, 1971. Thank you everyone for joining us once again for today's video. If you have not ordered a copy of any of the Closer Look books, I have the link to how to order in the description below. And of course, as always, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you are subscribed by pushing this button right down here. And until next time, we'll see you guys all a little later. Bye-bye.